In love with a woman after a one-night stand. Everything blew up in my face at the family reunion. I woke up with my head throbbing and a stranger in my bed. She scared me so bad I nearly fell out of the bed. As I looked around I slowly realized it wasn't my bed. I was in a hotel or motel of some kind. There were suitcases that were half unpacked on the floor. Clothes strewn about. She was beautiful. I just stared at her for a couple of seconds trying to figure out if I should be alarmed or proud of myself. She was like Michelle Rodriguez in the first Fast and Furious movie. I was more like Vin Diesel after the 10th one. It was astonishing. I knew my powers of seduction were great, but this was a different level. I was suspicious. I decided to just take the win and get out of there. I had a family reunion later that day and I didn't want to get made fun of for hours on end. As I was leaving my memory started coming back in waves. We had matched on Tinder and she told me she was in town for business. The rest was story. I was absolutely chatting in the DMs. Either I was drunk or it was just past 2 a.m. because it got critical in the messages. Another massive W for the funny kings. On my way back home I was floating. Forget Cloud 9, I was on like Cloud 14 at least. I had that ChatGPT. Jesus Shuttlesworth level game. Grand Wizard. I thought about changing my Instagram username to Spitter Magoo. I had that glow. I was smelling like fish sticks. Life was good. I was in heaven. Some dude cut me off in traffic and I just thought, he probably had a good reason. I hope everything's okay. The best part was that I probably was never going to see her again. Pump and dump. Slip and slide. Shoot and scoot. However, I sliced it, I was out of there. I got back to my residence and took a quick shower before I turned around and went to the reunion. I was never excited for these things because I have like 200 cousins whose names I can never remember when they first greet me. But like I said, today was different. Homie pulled up to the Gonzalez family function with a smile on his face. Yup. I was a man born again. I dapped up my parentals. I greeted my aunties and their suspicious cholo boyfriends. I was having a blast. Then the entire vibe switched up. My Uncle Chewy appeared out of nowhere and gave me a hard noogie. I loved my uncle, don't get me wrong. But he was one of those guys that overcompensated for something by being roided up and hypermasculine. He would always make fun of me for being low-key queer-coded and fat. Today was gonna be different. I told him all about my experience the night before. He was proud. Another W. He told me that he was engaged and his fiancée was coming to the reunion at some point. She was coming in today. The Gonzalez men were winning. In an instant the winning was over. In the crowd of bald heads and mustaches.